I think about the 2010s and I'm like, they were awesome. Now I still think about the 90s and I'm like, oh my gosh, they were so cool. I wish I was the age I am now then. But also in general, I think some of that is that just that era of any of our lives, the early 20s?
No, because no, sorry.
Damn, it really was just different then.
It was different because
I love that though.
It was different because it was the beginning.
There's a renaissance.
It was a renaissance. There was hip hop music in New York City, in LA. Then it went sprinkled down to the South. So there was just this surge of energy, of greatness, of talent, of music. And we didn't care who said yes or no. We owned the space and we were so hungry for more. Because when you think of the civil rights movement and you think how their push and their voices got us to be where we were.
Yes.
We were empowered.
Yes.
Now young people are being powered by fake imagery and images on social media that don't have very much substance. The substance is the thing that gets you longevity.
Yes.
If you don't, you can't pretend to be a star. You can't pretend to be talented. You have to have the substance to marry the talent, and that's what gets to the longevity.
Really do agree with you.
I mean, I don't know if I'm right about everything, but I know that I'm committed to that.
I mean, to me, it aligns. And when I think about, like, we were just talking about Friday, it ain't just a funny movie. It has a message. Even when I think about the most silly satirical works, like, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
But it was amazing.
Message.
Yeah.
Message.
Hi. We knew exactly what that meant.
Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh,
you know,
Robert Townsend's genius.
It was always something that was crucial happening at the core of it. When I think about The Wood, it's about growing up.
Yeah.
It's about we no longer can be childish and do the funny kid things we did anymore, but we gonna always love each other even though it's time for us to move on. Like, everything had weight to it. What do you think it's because we're chasing numbers and just like we're equating visibility and popularity with, is that what has happened with digital? Because I wonder why. It's like, what has changed with the material? Why aren't we always looking for
the quality? It's just not.
It's crazy
what it used to be. Everything doesn't have to be perfect art. I don't think there's such a thing as perfect art anyway. But when I turn on a film, and I say turn on a film because now everything's streaming. There's no more going to the movies. Which makes me so sad.
Baby girl.
It breaks my heart.
That was my thing.
I know. And I think as much as we love streaming because it's giving so many other actors opportunities that may not have those opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really miss the art of going to the theater. And I think because there's such a quick turnover with streaming, you have to inform the audience in a different way when you're working on something that's streaming. And I just did a film for Netflix, and I love Netflix, and they've been so amazing and supportive with my career. But we were having this conversation about streaming and the difference. And the difference is, we are usually, I know for me, I'm usually folding clothes, washing clothes, making a bed, cooking, doing 5 other things while I'm watching a movie.
Yes.
And so the content of that film has to, in some sort of way, have a little bit of repetition so that if your audience member walks away for 20 minutes and comes back, they can plop right back in.
Yes.
When you go see a film in a movie theater, you can't do that. You can't rewind it. You can't, if you get up to use the restroom, you better pick a time that you think it's going to carry you to the next moment.
Yeah, because we ain't got commercials.
We don't have commercials.
Yeah.
And so I think the quality of filmmaking is a lot different. And I think the content that's being, I don't love all of it.